Okay, we are here and the main event just ended. Misfits Boxing X Series number 3. That's the greatest fight I've seen on Misfits. Not the fight of the night, not the fight of the year. That's the greatest crossover boxing fight I've ever seen. Do you want to talk about championship mentality? I've been telling you guys a long time, the reason crossover boxing works is because competition meets entertainment. Not just entertainment, not just guys going in there that we know their names and they get knocked spark out and we're like, well, we're still fans of them. No. There was a blend here, competition, Walid Sharks, DeenTheGreat, both amateur guys that had skill and experience. Walid, talking about an amateur Golden Gloves guy, Deen fighting cops and everybody on the street but found a way into the ring. Coming into it, you knew this one was going to be the fight of the night, but we didn't know how good we had it because the fight starts, and Walid Sharks, I said it in the beginning of the fight, he was getting to the spot before Deen was getting to the spot. He was quicker. The timing was there. Deen did seem a little off. I don't know what you contribute that to. Maybe the moment, maybe the fact that he's in there with a guy that's just as good as him, if not in some instances better than him. But Deen was able to ride the storm early until we get to what was called a slip. But let's be honest, at the end of the first round, DeenTheGreat was knocked down. It was a big right hand, and yes, he was off balance, but you can't put 2 gloves on the ground and call me a slip. That's not how it works, referee. And I asked the ref myself, sitting ringside, hey, is that a knockdown? He said, well, I kind of saw it as a slip. What kind of explanation is that from our referee? But it was, in my opinion, a knockdown. But we leave that, okay? It happened. It is what it is. We go to round 2. Deen, again, as the champion, he's sitting there and he's getting outboxed a little bit, back and forth, and it's the left hook from Walid. It keeps landing, and it's set up by his jab, just popping it and then turning it over into that left hook. Deen could not see it. He was moving so fast, and he drops him. This one was a big-time shot. Huge left hook. There was no doubt about it, and Deen got caught moving in because both guys in these exchanges, boom, boom, they were meeting, and we kept seeing it. Friction over and over. That kept happening, but Walid kept winning. So why we wouldn't think anything else would happen, because then after that big drop, you can come through, my man, it's no big deal. After that big drop, he dropped him again in that round, and I was like, oh my gosh, the champion is not only in trouble, but he's gonna lose this fight. We all were saying it. Walid's fans were behind us cheering like it's over. He's gonna win this fight going away, and he starts the next round winning the fight with the left hook. Everything's going to shit. It's all over until it wasn't. DeenTheGreat sat down on a right hand from absolute hell, and it landed flush on the chin. Walid hits the ground. I'll say this, I didn't say it on the broadcast until I saw it after. There was a little bit of a shove from Deen when Walid was on the ground. I don't know if that contributed anything, but I didn't think that was something that really needed to be discussed more. I don't know what happened there, but you can't have what happened next for Walid, because yes, he got dropped, got to his feet, fair play to him, but instead of walking to the referee, showing his gloves, and this is important, guys, you need to listen up, showing his gloves and saying, referee, I'm ready to go again, he turns his back and sits his hands on the ropes. That can't happen. You cannot show the referee your back, slump on the ropes, and say, let me just get a breather, because the referee doesn't know you need a breather. The referee doesn't know that you're not hurt. In his mind, you're hurt. This fight is over because you're not answering. You're not coming back to him and saying, yes, I'm okay, let's continue to fight. It's not Walid's fault. And I'm not saying that things would have gone any different, because let's say he does answer the count. And let's say Deen lands another one. It's possible. You know why I know? Because it just happened. When we didn't think it could, it just did. So, a little bit of controversy, sure. Do you want to say it was an early stoppage? That's fine. But if you're the fighter and you're that team, you have to prepare for everything. You can't just go in thinking what happens in the best moments. What happens when things are going right? You have to plan for what goes wrong, and you can't turn your back on a referee trying to check if you're okay, slump on the ropes, put your head down, give all the body language signs of I'm not okay, and then expect him to go, yeah, this guy's ready to go, let me turn him around. It was a stoppage by the referee. You can agree with it, you can disagree, but as a fighter, you have to know better. That one's on Walid, but we can't take away from the champion. Deen retains both his super featherweight belts. And you want to talk about championship mentality. That is what I'm talking about. Competition and entertainment creates what we just saw. Again, the best fight I've ever seen on crossover boxing. Deen gets off the ground twice against a game opponent, and he knocks him down and out. Here's the question I'll leave you guys with. Beautiful fight, one of the best we've ever seen. but I want to do it again. Let me get it twice. Can we agree that the rematch needs to happen? It has to happen. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What's next for Deen? What's next for Walid? I say each other. Run it again in January, but guess we'll find out.